A very good evening to everyone. Welcome to Global Online. As you all are aware that we have started with the series of questions which will help you for your December 2023 cycle. The exams are just next to the corner. So in this session, we are going to take previous year question papers, specifically 2023 questions with the unit that is higher education system. And this particular session will be like a marathon, which will help you to understand a lot of questions as per the latest cycle. And it will help you to get in, the lot of topics which are important to revise at the last moment of time. We otherwise have daily live session at 9:30 p.m. That is from Monday to Saturday. And Sunday, we have this marathon sessions. Before we go ahead, let me quickly tell you that what this quick revision question bank we have for you all. So this quick revision question bank consists of 4,500 plus MCQs, which will be covered as, MCQs updated till 2023. Unit wise, each MCQ will be covered. Short notes will be covered. Most repeated MCQs will be also taken care of. This is all just to ensure that you are getting a targeted score of 80 plus in your paper 1. In order to have this particular revision PDF, which is costing ₹699, you can get in touch with us on the given WhatsApp number. We do have a complete course for paper 1 also for the students who will be enrolling or for your upcoming examinations, which will be having daily live lectures, full syllabus notes, 60 plus mock test, 2000 plus MCQs in the form of question bank. All this is available at a fee cost of ₹3,600 with a 20% off. Registered details are given. The registered mobile details are given on the screen. You can get in touch with us. Or you can also get in, download our Global Online app with the help of Google Play Store. You can see this app. You can register yourself with the registered mobile number. You will see the course. Once you buy the course, you will get an access to all the folders which are with respect to the faculty members, which are with respect to notes, evaluation test, mock test. So this is all available to you. Okay, so right now we'll start with our session of marathon. So make sure that you are little bit quicker, faster, because we are aiming to complete maximum amount of questions and papers in this particular session. Okay, so let's start with the session and let's start with the first question for the day. So here we have the first question for the day. So I hope everyone can see the screen. Now we have it as per the paper wise. So we are doing it paper wise one by one. So the first paper, and these are the 2023 papers. Okay. So now the first question which we have on the screen talks about what? It talks about your that is new education policy. We have also seen that new education policy 2020. There are a lot of questions with respect to this. So let's see what it tells about. As per the new education policy, that is 2020, gross enrollment ratio is sought to achieved to what extent by extent of 50%. So what is the year where the gross enrollment ratio is said to be achieved by 50%? Now, this is a very common question, which is not only available in 2023 cycle, but in the older cycles, that is 21, 22 also. The only thing is that in this question, they have changed the sequence. They used to ask the percentage. Now they are asking you the year. So you have to tell the year where the target of 50%, okay, enrollment ratio is to be achieved. So whether it is 20, 30, 35, 40 or 47. So this answer should not at all be wrong, because this is repeated in n number of papers, cycles, even in my theory classes, and it is 2035. So 2035 is a target where the gross enrollment ratio is set to be to extend to 50%, right? Okay, coming to the next question. The next question is about the universities of Kolkata, Bombay, Madras were said to be a model of what? So universities of Kolkata, Bombay and Madras are the model of Oxford University, Cambridge University, London University, or University of London, or Edinburgh. So the universities, okay, they have listed these three universities. That is, one is Kolkata, one is Bombay, and one is Madras. So these three universities are set to be a model of a replica of which universities given listed below. So whether it is Oxford, whether it is Cambridge, whether it is University of London, or whether it is University of Edinburgh. So yes, the right answer, the the universities which are located at Kolkata, Mumbai, that is Bombay and Madras, was said to be the model of University of London. That is the right answer is option number 3. So the correct option is option number 3. It is 3. If it is ABC, is option number C, right? Okay, coming to the next question. So you can see the questions are not that big difference, but if you are not aware of the concepts at all, it will become a problematic situation. So next question, we have a statement question. 2 statements are given. Niti Aayog is neither a constitution body nor a statutory body. So we are talking about what? We are talking about 2 statements. One is the Niti Aayog, where it is not a constitution body nor a statutory body. And Niti Aayog is a policy think tank of Government of India. So the statements are what? Whether the statements are true, whether the statement are false. So statement 1 is true, or it is completely both the statements are false, or vice versa. One is true, another is false. So Niti Aayog, nothing but we call it as think tank. That is very well discussed, and also you know about it. So Niti Aayog is neither a constitution body nor a statutory body, and it is a policy think tank of Government of India. So which which statement stands to be true? So basically, what is Niti Aayog? Is it a constitution or is it not a statutory body? So if you know about Niti Aayog, it is nothing but a platform. It is basically transforming, I mean to say platform, national institution for transforming India with respect to entrepreneurship. So it's neither a constitution nor a statutory body. Very true. And is it a think tank of Government of India? Yes, it is a think tank. In fact, it is called as a think tank of Government of India. So in this respect, statement number 1 as well as statement number 2 are true. Okay, so they are true, right? Now, coming to question number 4. Question number 4 talks about, again, 2 statements. UGC care list, okay, list 1. So here they are talking about UGC care list 1, which includes journals which are found qualified, okay, which are found qualified through care protocols. And UGC care list 2 includes journal indexed in globally recognized database. So what exactly it is? UGC care list includes journals which are found qualified, okay, through the care protocols, and care list, UGC care list 2 include journals indexed in the globally recognized database. So whether statement 1 is true, whether it is false, or both are true or false, so you have to accordingly let us know. So yes, let's see what is the right answer for this. So when we talk about UGC care list, now yes, now you should know very well with respect to the care list, indexing part, impact factor part, there are questions coming up. So UGC care list, list 1 include journals found qualified for the care products. Yes, very true. And UGC care list 2. So it is list 1 and 2. So 2 is basically the journal indexed, in globally recognized database. Yes, it is one of them. So both the statements stands to be true. Yes. Okay. Now coming to the next question. Which of the following are the logical steps for instruction system under MOVE? So we are talking about what? We are talking about the platform. Which of the following logical steps for the instruction designs comes under MOVEs? So you have the statements. Okay. So these are the MOVEs logical sequence steps. So whether it is policy analysis, whether it is need analysis, content analysis, learner analysis, assignment analysis. So which of them, okay, comes under the MOVE sequence, logical sequence? So the question, if you want, I'll repeat the question. It is talking about the steps for an instructional design for under MOVEs. So they have given the steps. You have to identify which comes in a following sequence. It is policy, is it need, is it content, is it learner analysis, or assignment analysis? So yes, we have the points in front of you. You have to just put them in a specific sequence. So we are talking about what? We are talking about the logical steps as an instructional design. So need analysis, very true. Then we have the next is content analysis. Yes, policy analysis is not one of the instructional design statement. So this is not applicable. Learner analysis, yes, very good. And now assignment analysis, it's not only the component, there may be many components. So basically option number B, that is need, content and learner analysis are the important points which are considered for what? Which are considered with respect to your instructional design, which comes under moves, right? Okay, so we have completed one set of paper. Let's move to the next set of paper. And as I've told that this is like a marathon, so we will be having more of, questions and with a faster speed and a quicker speed, right? Takshila is an important archaeological site and UNESCO has declared it to be a World Heritage Site in the year. So, Takshila is the important archaeological site and UNESCO has declared it the World Heritage Site, which is given in the question. Now, you have to tell which year it is declared, 1980, 1990, 1992 or 1978. So, Takshila, one of the important archaeological center which came under UNESCO in the World Heritage Site is included in the year 1990, 1980, 1992, 1978. So when this happened, okay, World Heritage was considered in which year? So basically it is year 1980. So Takshila was, declared as World Heritage Site in the year 1980 by UNESCO, right? Okay, coming to the next question. Yes. So now we have who among the following. So there are the list of the people who founded the Imperial Library, which wanted to see a future Bolgian Library or the British Museum of the East. So who founded this library? Whether it's Lord Curzon, Canning, Charles Wood, or it was Lord Mountbatten. So who among them, sorry, is founded the Imperial Library, which he wanted to see as a future Bolgian Library or a British Museum of the East. So who among them is the one who is in charge for this foundation? So whether it is Lord Curzon, Lord Canning, Lord Charles Wood, or Lord Mountbatten. So yes, the one who wanted to see the British Museum of the East was none other than Lord Curzon. Okay, so the option number A stands to be correct for your statement number 2. Okay, now coming to next statement, the next question. IGNOU hosts secretariats of the SAC Consortium on Open and Distance Learning, that is called as SAC ODL, that is Open and Distance Learning, and the Global Mega Universities Network, that is GMU NET, initially which was supported by UNDP. Then we have United Nations Development Program, whether it is UNESCO, whether it is UNSCR, whether it is UNICEF. Now this again, these statements, I mean to say yesterday also I've told you, many of the higher education system questions are nowadays coming with the acronyms. So you should be very well versed with these acronyms. In one of the theory classes, I have taken all this specifically acronyms. Just revise the acronyms which are necessary for higher education system as well as ICT also. So yes, IGNOU hosts secretariats of SAC, that is SAR, Consortium on Open and Distance Learning, and the Global Meta Universities, which is initially supported by whom? So whether the list consists of UNDP, UNESCO, UNSCR, or UNICEF, that is UNCF. So yes, the list is basically initially supported by whom? It was none other than UNESCO. So it was basically initially supported by UNESCO, right? Okay, coming to the next question. What is full form of SWAYAM? Okay, not SWAYAM, SAMWAY. Whether it is Skill Achievement Matrix for Vocational Assessment of Young, State Authority Ministry for Veteran Achievement of Youth, Skill Assessment Matrix for Vocational Advancement, or State Analysis Maintenance for Various Analysis of Young. So what is the full form of SAMWAY? Okay, so we have this SAMWAY options given below. Okay, so the full form consists of what? The Skill Achievement Matrix, whether it is State Authority Ministry, whether it is your Skill Assessment Matrix for Vocational Advancement, or whether it is the State Analysis Maintenance for Various Analysis of Young. So yes, Question number 4, everyone. So Samve is basically not none other than skill assessment matrix for vocational advancement of youth. So it stands to be what? It stands to be skill assessment matrix for vocational advancement of youth, which stands to be the right answer. Right? Okay. Now coming to question number 5, everyone. So we have two statements as per the National Education Policy 2020. The National Research Foundation, NRF, will constitute a national committee for integration of vocational education. And yesterday, if you remember, this was a question where I have taken the full form for NCIVE. So see, on that only they have given a topic. So as per the National Education Policy 2020, National Research Foundation will constitute a national committee for integration of vocational education. Okay. So this is the statement 1. And statement 2 says that as per National Education Policy 2020, model public universities for holistic and multidisciplinary education at par with IITs, IIMs called MERUs, that is Multidisciplinary Education and Research Universities. Please mark this full form also. You will be able to know it very well during your revision time. That will be set up by, or it will be attended by, the highest global standards in quality education. So with respect to both the statements, I'm just sorry that I have to just keep on flipping the statements. The statement 1 is about the integration of vocational education. The statement 2 is about the multidisciplinary education and research universities. So which statement stands to be true or which statement stands to be false? So from the given statements, which stands to be true, which stands to be false from the given statement, that is statement number 5. Okay. Yes. So from the given statements, that is statement number 1, okay, which is not a correct statement, which talks about integration of National Committee for Vocational Education, is not a correct statement. It is not a true statement. Whereas your statement number 2, okay, it says that the model public universities, okay, that is multidisciplinary education research universities, will set up in order to attend the highest global standards. So yes, this is basically the statement 2, which stands to be correct. So statement 1 as well is incorrect. Statement 2 stands to be correct, right? Okay, coming to the next set of paper now. Yes. So now we have the next set of question, that is we have the March 2023 evening shift paper. In the 21st century, we are talking about this 21st century, higher education development in India focus on what? Should focus on what? Access and equity, single domain government aided universities, market driven fee structure and quality, or accountability and quality. So when we talk about the 21st century, the higher education development in India should focus on what aspects? So they have given us the 4 aspects: access and equity, single domain government aided universities. Then we have next is what? We have the market driven free structure, quality, and accountability and quality. So from the given statements, which statements tends to be right? So you have an option over here. Okay, you have to select options. So you can first select from the given following. So if for this question, no, you should know a little bit, you should be aware of your objectives of higher education system. So what are the objectives of higher education system? Whether it is talking about access and equity, single domain government universities, market driven free structure and quality, or accountability and quality. So which statement stands to be correct? So yes, your option number 1, that is access and equity, and option number D, that is accountability and quality. So that is your option number A and D stands to be correct. And these options, if you see, They are basically the options of what? They are basically the options of your what you call it as the objectives of your higher education system, right? Okay, now coming to question number 2, everyone, we have matched the following. So we have this vertical, we have done this vertical higher education commissions of India. So what is the first vertical? What is the second vertical? What is the third and fourth vertical? So I've given you all these verticals, in order. So you are supposed to talk about the verticals and which vertical stands to be correct. Okay. So you have to give the answers to the, I mean to say, you have to come with the respect to what? We have to come with the respect to verticals. So let's see which statements, which vertical stands for what. So the first vertical is what? Second vertical is what? Third vertical is what? And what is the fourth vertical, right? Okay. So yes, you have a minute's time so that you go to all the verticals. And in fact, in 2023, there was one more separate question with this verticals. So you should know these verticals very well. Mm, yes. So the first vertical stands to be what? The first vertical stands to be your, yes, we'll just do one by one. So your first vertical stands to be the general, the National Higher Education Policy, National Higher Education Regulatory Council, that is NHERC, is your first vertical. Your second vertical stands to be your National Accreditation Council. Your third vertical stands to be Higher Education Grants Commission. And your fourth vertical stands to be General Education Council. So first, I hope everyone is clear with that. Your first vertical, okay? Your first vertical stands to be National Council. Okay, your first vertical. I'm talking about verticals. Your second vertical stands to be the Accreditation Council. Your third vertical stands about higher education grants. And your fourth vertical stands to be General Education Council. So here, which is the right state answer? That is your option number 1, where all the verticals which I have repeated goes in the sequence. Okay. So is it clear? So now if you see in this question, statement 3 also, they have given the same, verticals, that is A is 2, D is 1, but you have to make sure that you're repeating all those topics very well, checking it throughout and then going with your final answer, right? Okay. Now coming to question number 3, where we have two statements again, you have to identify the statements. The statements tells that conventional education uses traditional teaching learning methods in which teachers and learners are involved by interacting face-to-face manner in the classroom. And statement 2 says that in active learning, the timely feedback from either of the instructor or fellow students is not critical to the learning process. So what statement stands to be right? Whether conventional education uses traditional teaching learning methods in which teachers and learners are involved by interacting face to face in the classroom. So here basically the question is straight away talking about conventional education. In statement 2, it is talking about in active learning, the timely feedback from either of the following instructor or the fellow students is not critical to the learning process. So which statement stands to be correct? Which statement stands to be false? So question number 3, everyone. Yes. So, yes, obviously, by looking at all the options, statement 1 is absolutely correct, where if the conventional education meaning is very fine. Statement number 2, okay, it talks about in active learning, the timely feedback from either instructor or a student is not critical. In fact, it is very critical. So yes, statement 2 stands to be false. So yes, your right answer, statement 1 is true, and statement 2 stands to be what? Stands to be false, right? Now coming to the next question, question number 4. Which of the following ancient texts relate to law? So we are talking about what? We are talking about the text which relates to law. That is Griha Sutra, Nyaya Sutra, Sutra that is law, Sutra, Dharma Sutra, or Samvaya Prakvana Sutra. So which of the sutras, the laws, they are asking about ancient texts which relates to law. So these are the ancient texts, okay? and you should say that which of them relates to law. So yes, fourth question, everyone, what will be the option, whether it's option number 1, option 2, 3, or 4? So which of the sutras? Okay, so Griha Sutra, yes, it is something which is the ancient text related to law. Nyaya is not a law. Dharma is again a text which is related to law, and Samkhya Parvakana is not again a law. So yes, your option number 2, that is option number A and C, stands to be what? Stands to be correct, right? Okay, yes. Now, question number 5, everyone. So the Act of Corporation, which was passed by Lord Canning in February, provided, for the establishment of which of the following universities? So the act which was passed by Lord Canning in February with respect to establishment of which of the universities? Whether it is Kolkata, whether it is Delhi, Bombay, or Madras, and the options are given, the options are given below. So which of the universities it was? The act of establishment, the act of corporation, which with respect to which of the universities? So it was basically with the Calcutta University, Delhi University, Bombay University, or Madras University. So yes, when it comes to the universities, so we have studied very well this question, but in a different way. So it was the Kolkata University, it was the University of Madras and Bombay. These are the 3 universities which are basically under the establishment of Lord Canning with respect to incorporation. So option number 3 stands to be what? The option number 3 stands to be right. Yes. Okay, coming to the next set of questions, everyone. So we have again 2 statements. You have to tell which 2 statements are right, whether they are correct, whether they are incorrect, whether they are true or false. So the government of state is the chancellor of deemed university. So we are talking about what? The governor of the state is basically the chancellor of deemed university, or deemed university can design their own syllabus and coursework. So you have to tell, okay, whether the governor is the chancellor and whether they can design their own syllabus and the coursework. And yes, there are statements coming basically on this topic. Again, deemed universities, private universities. So you should be very well versed with these concepts. Yes. So coming to the options. So when you see the first option, okay, that is the governor is the chancellor, basically not. So the first option stands to be false. But your second option, okay, the second option talks about what? The second option talks about the university can design their own syllabus, yes, and the coursework, yes. So your option number 4, okay, that is the statement 1 is false and statement number 2 is what? True. Because chancellor is not, the governor is not a chancellor, but the designing and the of the curriculum is definitely taken by, and the coursework is taken by the university, right? A very easy set of question, because we have done this question n number of time, Diksha. When I have took digital initiatives under higher education system, even that time I have made you taught this. What is Diksha? Digital infrastructure for knowledge sharing, district institute for knowledge sharing, data information and knowledge sharing, or digital institution and knowledge sharing. So what is the full form of Diksha? What does it indicate? It is digital infrastructure, whether it is district institute, or whether it is data information, or whether it is digital institution. What does it indicate? Yes, everyone. So let's see how many of you are able to answer this question. A very easy question. In fact, no time should be taken for these questions. It should be very quicker and faster. So yes, Diksha stands for digital infrastructure and for knowledge sharing. So Diksha is nothing but a full form with respect to what? Digital infrastructure and knowledge sharing. That is option number 1 stands to be what? The right answer. Now coming to the next is, yes, the key ingredients of quality in service teacher training. So what is one of the key ingredients, or what is very important with respect to the quality of in-service teacher training? So whether it is preparation of training material, whether it is assessment of training needs, whether it is development of appropriate curriculum, or it is assessment of impact and outcome of training. So when we talk about, the ingredients, key ingredients with respect to quality in service teacher training. Okay, when we talk about the quality in service teacher training, what is important? What of the following ingredients are important? Preparation of training material, assessment of training needs, development of appropriate curriculum or modules, or assessment and impact of outcome of the training. So yes, what will be the right answer for yes? So which of the options? You need to select the options. The options are given below. So from the given options for question number, yes, for question number 3, what will be the right option? Yes, just go through it and come to it quickly. So yes, coming to question number 3. So here the right option, that is all the 4. Okay, when we talk about what we talk about your teacher quality ingredients for in-service, teacher training. So it is includes all preparation of training material, training needs, development of curriculum, and assessment of impact and outcome of training. So all of them, or all 4 of them, results into what? The quality ingredients for the training, right? Okay. Coming to the next question, everyone. Question number 4. Now, again, we have a question on that is according to NEP, that is 2020, National Education Policy, the higher education institutions shall be established and developed in undeserved regions to ensure what? Access, equity, inclusion, accountability, equality, integration, assessment, equivalence, and identity, autonomy, effectiveness, and implication. So it will be indicating what? So according to the new education policy 2020, the higher education institutions shall be established and developed, in undeserved regions for what? For what of the options given below? Okay. So yes, what options are you consider to be the right options? So as I said, please remember in this concepts you should be knowing, the objectives. That is higher education systems or NEP. Basically, it talks about what? Establishment of undeserved regions in order to give the objectives of higher education systems or institution. It's access, equity, and inclusion. So just a second. Yes. So yes. So it is basically talking about what? It is talking about accessibility, equity, as well as inclusion. The right answer comes to be option number 4 of A. For question number 4, right answer comes to be option number A, right? Okay, let's go to the question number 5. Which of the following recommendations were put forward by University Education Commission appointed after independence by Indian government concerning medical education in India? So what we have is which of the following recommendations were put forward. So these are, there are the recommendations. The following recommendations were put forward by University Education Commission, which is appointed by independent by the Indian government concerning to medical education. So what options, let us see, they have given is medical colleges should admit a maximum number of 100 students, history of the medicines with special reference to Indian system. Then we have importance should be attached to public health, and there should be provision of beds. Okay. So what are the concerns with respect to medical education in India? Let's see. Yes. Question number 5, everyone. And basically you have, okay, this options. So you have the options given below. So which of the options stands to be, stands to be right? So whether it is option number A, whether it is option number B, whether it's option number C, or whether it's option number D. So when we talk about medical colleges, which should, have a maximum number of students, history with reference to, the degree courses in medicine, importance to the public health, or provision of 10 beds, okay, as per the students. So it should be with reference to what? So question number 5, okay, yes, with reference to what is the right answer? So all of them, okay, will be definitely the recommendations, which are the recommendations which are given with respect to what the medical education in India. So it should not be only the medical colleges, but also the degrees, also the importance attached to public health and the provisions of bed, okay, as per the admission in the medical colleges. Yes. So yes, the state answer is the right answer stands to be option number 5. Okay. Sorry, option number for fifth question, it is option number 4. All the given options are right. Okay, let's go for one more paper. So we have, we have the statements based on NEPTIL. So NEPTIL is the smallest online repository in the world of courses in engineering, basic sciences, and selected humanities and management subjects. So these are the basically, these are the statement with respect to the online repository in engineering, basic sciences, selected humanities, and management subject. Statement 2 talks about what it is one of the joint venture of IITs and IISs, that is in IITs and IISCs, funded with Ministry of Education, that is earlier known as Ministry of Human Resource Development, and it was launched in 2003. So with respect to NEPTIL, they have given the statements that it is one of the smallest repository, and it is doing following, subjects, taking into consideration the following domains. And it is one of the joint ventures of IITs and IISC, which was funded by Ministry of Education, that is Government of India, which was launched in 2003. So when we take these statements, so what these statements are, so whether the statement, both the statements are correct, both the statements are false, whether statement 1 is true, 1 is false, or vice versa. So you have to, tell what exactly the statements, which statement stands to be true and which statement stands to be false. Okay. So whether the online repository in the world is having the following domains, or whether it is, a joint venture which is funded and launched in the year. So you have to talk about what you have to talk about. You have to tell whether the statements are true or statements are false. So from the given statements, which statement stands to be correct, which statement stands to be false. So if you see, NEPTIL is the online repository in the world with the courses. So they have given you the selective courses, but the courses are more than that. So basically this statement is not, this statement is not correct. It is an incorrect statement. And NEPTIL is a joint venture of IITs and IISCs, which is funded by Ministry of Education, Government of India, which was launched in the year 2003. So yes, coming to the statement, fourth statement, it stands to be what? That is coming to the statement second. it stands to be correct. So if you see the options given below, your statement 1 is incorrect and statement 2 is correct. So this is what your right option, right? Okay, now coming to the next question. So let's see what is the question. In the Upanishadic age, okay, so when we talk about Upanishads, Mithali became a prominent seat of Brahmanical system of education. So it was named as what? So we are talking about what? We are talking about Upanishad age. Okay, Mithali became a prominent seat for Brahmanical system of education. So it is named as Vidishka. It is known as Viha. It is known as Naya, or it is known as Vaidhi. Okay, so what are the given options? Let's see. Yes, you have to just now see, this is something, very different question. So let's see what is the answer. So in the Upanishad age, or it is in Upanishadic age, Mithali became a prominent seat of the Brahminical system of education. So whether it is what was that system known as? Okay, so it was Vidishiha, which is Vediha, it is Nyaya Sutra, or it is Vadahi. So from the given options, yes, the options which are given below, which one stands to be correct? So when we talk about Videha, so this is the option which stands to be what? It stands to be correct, which is known as what? Which was basically a Brahminical system of education, right? Okay. Now coming to question number 3, everyone. So let's see what is question number 3 about. So here we are talking about, the model public university for holistic multidisciplinary education, which is at par with IITs and IIMs. So the aim is, to have the highest global standards in quality education. So you are supposed to identify one of the model university, okay, public university, which is basically for what? Which is basically for holistic and multidisciplinary education. So which is that university? So whether it is multidisciplinary education and research university, whether it is the multidisciplinary vocational universities, or whether it is multidisciplinary pedagogical university, or it is basically the multidisciplinary value oriented university. So which university stands to be, the one which is basically the universities with respect in respect to or in par with IITs and IIMs. So yes, from the given options, which of the universities stands, which are the right universities? So let's see for question number 3, everyone. So when we talk about the model public universities for multidisciplinary education in par with IITs and IIMs, so it is multidisciplinary education and research universities. So it is option number A, Meru, which stands for Multidisciplinary Education and Research University. We have done one question related to this, right? Okay, coming to question number 4, everyone. So question number 4 is the coordinators. Now this we have studied very well. In fact, here no one should go wrong. AICT, what this coordinators, they are with respect to which development. So AICT is for what, UGC is for what, NEPTIL is for what, or CEC is for what. So here we have the options as engineering, non-technical education, okay, self-paced and international courses, or non-technical postgraduate education. So what are the options which are matching with this AICT, sorry, with the SWAYAM coordinators? So you have to identify the coordinators and you have to identify the domain development. Okay. Now, what are this coordinators and what is this domain development? So we have, let us repeat the options. So the options are AICTE, where the options are UGC, the options are NEPTIL, or the options are CEC. Okay, so let's see how many of you are going right for this. Okay, so given are the options. So when we talk about, okay, let's match from here itself. When we talk about AICT, it is basically the self-paced and international courses which it tackles. UGC is tackling what? UGC handles the courses with respect to, which are non-technical postgraduate courses. When it comes to NEPTIL, NPTEL indicates what the engineering courses, so you can match with this also. And CEC, it talks about non-technical undergraduate. So Constitutorium of Educational Commission, so it is basically the undergraduate courses. So if you see the options, okay, from the listed options, option number C, that is A stands for, AICT stands for what? Then we have UGC stands for, so AICT stands for, as I said, self-paced and international courses. UGC stands for your non-technical education. Then you have, next is NPTEL, which stands for engineering. Then you have CEC, which stands for your non-technical undergraduate education, right? Okay. Now coming to question number 5. So question number 5 is, according to the recommendation of Sarkar Committee, higher technical institutes were formed in the 4 regions of India. So which are those? Okay, sorry. Here they're talking about the institutes which were formed in the 4 regions of India. So whether it is Imperial College of Science and Technology UK, whether it is Massachusetts Institute of Technology USA, whether it is California Institute of Technology USA, or whether it is Max Planck Institute, that is Germany. So we are talking about what? We are talking about the institute with respect to what? With respect to your recommendations of Sarkar Committee with respect to higher technical education. So which university, which is based in all the 4 regions of India. So from the given list, which is based on all 4 regions in India, that is Massachusetts Institute of Technology, which stands in USA. So we have the option, that is option number 2, the right option. Fine. Yes, that's all we have done for this marathon. As you all know, that we'll be continuing with these questions, in the coming sessions with respect to the different units. So tomorrow we are planning to go for people development and environment in our regular class, which is scheduled as 9:30 p.m. In case if you have any doubt with respect to your study material for paper 2, we do have for this following subjects which are listed on the screen. The fees is 20% off, that is 1280. The contact details are given. You can get in touch with these numbers. That's all we have for the day. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow in the next class of live lecture with a new unit. Thank you.